Welcome back to round 17 of the F1 2010 Kurma Championship for season 1. We're here for the South Korean Grand Prix in Yeongam, which is a track, of course, which also hasn't been on the F1 calendar in quite a while. I think the last race here was in 2013, so it's going to be interesting to visit the circuit again. I'm going to go for 3-3 wings. It's quite a long track, I feel like, and also a track I don't really know that well. I think especially the middle sector is pretty unfamiliar to me, even though this actually used to be one of my favorite tracks back when I was actually playing this game back in the day, and also F1 2011. I remember really spending a lot of time here, but it's so long ago that I kind of forgot about the circuit and about the layout. So it actually took me quite a while to get up to speed. Because we've already done 6 flying laps, and apparently we're especially losing a lot in sector 1 and 2. We're still down in P24 as I drop it here in 2 and 1. So still down in last with a 146 after 6 laps in our first run, and we are far off the pace. 6.3 seconds off the fastest lap. But I was just very sloppy and just making a lot of mistakes. We do improve here on our 7th lap to a 144 after P19, so that's already a 2-second improvement as we catch up to Michael Schumacher there, which can actually help us on this back straight, because it's a very long back straight after the first corner. So having a bit of slipstream definitely helps you out here. Of course, also without DRS being a thing in the 2010. Up towards the line, 143.6. Still losing in sector 1 and 2. At least we're in touch with the rest of the field now, with a further 9/10 improvement into the 43s. Also a little bit quicker than our teammate. So yeah, it seems like the first 2 sectors are really the problem here. We're still 3 full seconds off. But yeah, at least I was able to find some pace at the end of the session there. So heading into qualifying, we will probably be able to improve on that now on the option tire, as we go through the middle sector here on our first flying lap. We are catching up to another car there, which is a McLaren, Lewis Hamilton. That was a bit awkward. We just about get through on him without really losing any time. So that did compromise me a little bit for that left-hander. It's really crucial to get the lines right, because as soon as you get it wrong, you're compromised for one entire sector, it almost feels like. So to end our first lap, we do a 142.2. So that is already about a second faster than we did in practice. First time breaking into 142s. We can probably find a bit more pace.
And is that Glock?
Indeed, that was Glock coming out of the pit lane there. Probably aided us a little bit on this back straight again with that slight burst of slipstream. And we actually called up to Tim McClock a little bit later again. He was fighting with my teammates, who I accidentally tapped around there. And I was actually very lucky to not get a penalty for that. So we go again. I had to get past Massa there again, which well, he did actually pull out of the way just in time, so that didn't really lose me any time. As we go through the middle sector again, I probably should have done some research into what the corner names are. I don't think there are any corner names, but just the corner numbers, because I've got no idea, which makes it a bit harder to commentate. 9/10 improvement there in the final sector, up towards the line 41.2. Another second shaved off, which is good enough for P6. So we are actually getting there. And you can see what happens if you take too much curb there in turn 1. It's very easy to lose the car. But yeah, we end up in P9.
That's a 4th row start for us tomorrow. You're in 9th. Brilliant job, mate.
So 4th row. At least we are sort of getting there, but the pace is coming really difficult, and the fact that so far this season we have been a lot stronger in qualifying in the race, it's not really a good sign. Because even in races where we've qualified on pole position, we have sometimes struggled to even get on the podium. So yeah, we'll see how far we can get.
Had a pretty poor showing in the last race. We need to show an improvement here. People won't be happy. Good luck.
Yeah, we have to show an improvement. So 11 laps finishing is already going to be an improvement because we DNF'd in the last race in Suzuka. So in turn 1, we go up the inside of Robert Kubica there, up to P6 already. Although Alonso has a better exit, although then loses a bit of time, but I lose the back end. Oh, we completely squeeze Alonso into the wall. I'm very sorry for that to the Spaniards. But I also lost a bit of drive down to P14. I was actually lucky to not get any damage from that. I think Alonso lost his full front wing as we go into the hairpin for the first time. Pedro de la Rosa runs a little bit wide there in the Sauber. And we get the run on the Spaniards as we go into this sort of almost 90-degree left-handed hairpin here. Well, it's way further than, I mean like 180 degrees because you go completely the other way back again. Brief yellow flags there for something that happened behind us as we try to find a way past on the Williams of Nico Hulkenberg. Up the inside, I give him a bit of a tap at the back of there, still getting a bit messy, but we do get the place for P12. So maybe there is a chance here to score a couple points. It's the Vos India of Tony Lewis in front of us now as we go into this final sector. Skipping ahead now to lap 3. I actually started fighting with Nico Hulkenberg a bit here, and I actually started losing touch as well with the group in front of us. You can see a very poor exit there out of the hairpin. I'm gonna say that it's turn 3 because turn 1 is kind of like 2 corners. Hulkenberg race a bit slow there, and we go up the inside into turn 4. But I just couldn't keep up. Literally, you can't touch the curb there. I completely lost it, and almost came to a standstill there, which completely wrecked my exit and lost me another place to the German. As we tried to go up this side, although I spun him round. Yeah, indeed, watch the aggression. We don't want a penalty. I was pretty lucky again to not actually penalise for that. That's incident number 2. But yeah, on this track you literally cannot hit the curbs, especially some of the curbs on the inside right on the apex. They are so high that as soon as you touch them, it completely unsettles the balance of the car. You can see how worn the tires are already after 4 laps. So we are going to come into the pits now. Yeah, tire wear seems to be heavy around here. So again, especially once the tire wear started to kick in, I could not keep up with the top 10. They are already far gone. So into the pits, changing to the prime tires, and it is a slow stop because we had to wait there for one of the Williams cars. I think that might have been Hulkenberg actually. This pit exit is really weird as well because you go completely around the first corner and then got back into the circuit here at the start of the back straight. So P22, we only have Heikki Kovalainen and somebody else behind us as we go into the second sector here on the 5th lap, and I completely hit the curb and we go cartwheeling end over end into the wall. What the hell happened there? I said that the curbs were very high, but that was quite an overreaction from the car, wasn't it? We did a complete barrel roll there only because I took a little bit too much curb on the inside. Damn, that is one of the most spectacular crashes I've had on this game. And we only get slight front wing damage out of all that. Look at that. Just going end over end, cartwheeling in the air and then smashing into the wall.
Masses out in front.
Quite a spectacular incident there.
Taken some slight damage to the front wing. Stay
Yeah.
active. We can fix that during your next pit stop.
And after all that, just a bit of slight damage to the front wing. So, yeah, we got lucky again there. But that's definitely the craziest crash that I've had on this game. I mean, F1 2010 can actually produce some pretty good crashes sometimes, but that really tops it. So, down in P21 we actually get past our teammate Sebastian Benway. That's one of the rare times this season I've actually raised him for position.
20th place. You've moved up to 20th.
But yeah, not really in the meta that we want, because we're only down in P20. I don't get how we're so far back, because I did not have to make an extra pit stop or anything, because the damage is only minor. But I mean, of course they did lose a bit of time again, but there's just no pace, even without the incidents. Yeah, we're just nowhere really. So let's just try and limit the damage and see what how far we can get. We still have Nico Hulkenberg in front of us, who's also had a pretty tough day. Mark Webber is still leading the way. He actually already wrapped up the championship in the last round in Suzuka. So Mark Webber has been really dominant in this first season here on F1 2010. And we are just trying to catch up to this group here. It's still pretty close with the 3 drivers in front of us here as we end lap 7. 1:43.1. So finally we are getting into the laps that we were doing in practice as well. As Timo Glock there loses it on the cross and we smash into the Virgin and lose another place to Timo Glock again. That was a bit weird. I think Glock just dropped it on the grass and spun back, sort of half spun into my path. And somehow again we did not get any further damage from that, even though that was a pretty big hit. It was only Timo Glock who damaged his wing. My wing is still yellow. Yeah, easy. Tell that to Sebastian. After that, look at that. Sebastian just went up the inside and punted me around. Maybe I closed the door on him. But I don't think Rob should blame me for that. But yeah. We're just sort of messing around there in the back of the field. P18 here on lap 9. I was starting to have a bit of a fight with Timo Glock here. So I couldn't really carry the quarter speed. You can see we have so much more downforce with the Toro Rosso than the Virgin. Now on to lap 10. I don't really have that much grip in the rear end. Tires are starting to wear off again as well. So Timo Glock gets the run again up to P18. I can't believe we're fighting a Virgin in this race. That shows how slow we are. As we catch up to the back of Glock here. Oh, and we completely smash into him again. Run it too deep. Yeah, it's just a mess. This race is just a mess. Let's just get all of our bad driving out of the way in this one race and regroup again for the next one. Felipe Massa has already crossed the line. He wins round 17 of the season. And we're going to try and catch up to Glock here to at least salvage a bit of pride and finish in front of this Virgin. At least we are in front of our teammates. So I guess that's one positive. We can outbrake this guy easily indeed if I actually learn to drive properly. Coming through the final corner here. We tried to get the exit here on Timo Glock, but it looks like the line is going to be too early and we just miss out. So it's P19. So yeah, absolute throwaway race. From 9th to 19th. We did actually set our fast lap on the last lap. Yeah, at least we finished. My last lap was only 4/10 slower, I think, than my quali lap. But it was just too little too late. I was just too slow for the majority of the race. We finished 57 seconds down on Massa, who beat Webber by 7/10 of a second. So yeah, P7 in the championship. We are only 3 points behind Massa, actually, who overtook us today. So really, we're sort of best of the rest. We have all the top teams in front of us with Red Bull, McLaren, Mercedes and Ferrari. And then it's us in P7.
Now you must go into a weekend with certain goals and expectations. So did this weekend go according to plan?
No, not at all. I was expecting to at least be able to score points, and the fact that we couldn't even do that really shows that we didn't have the pace. And also, combined with all the incidents and the mistakes I made, it was really a combination of and not having the pace and just making a lot of mistakes. This just meant that we were so far down the order.
We're well into the season now, so you've had plenty of time to settle into your new team. How's life at Toro Rosso treating you?
Like I've said before, I've really made it clear that I want to be in a different team next season, so I really hope it's going to be possible. I think we should just aim on trying to be as high up in the order in the championship as possible come the end of the season, to beat a couple of drivers who are driving for those top teams, and hopefully that will impress the top teams enough to maybe offer me a contract.
It's so difficult to overtake in Formula One, so a poor qualifying session can ruin your entire race weekend. How are you handling the pressure that's placed on you in qualifying so far this season?
Yeah, usually the qualifying sessions have gone really well, and it seems like the one lap pace is just a lot better than the consistency. But yeah, even today I struggled in qualifying, only just about getting into the top 10. So yeah, that really showed already that it was going to be a difficult weekend. But next race is going to be the Brazilian Grand Prix in Sao Paulo, which is one of my favorite tracks. So hopefully we can score some points again there. So I'm going to end it here for round 17 of the season. So thanks a lot for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. And I'll see you for the next one in Brazil. Goodbye.